So in addition to asking you to subscribe, I'd like to tell you about today's video sponsor. This Pioneer Blu-ray drive. For those of you who are so caught up on streaming but aren't satisfied with what you're getting, kind of like myself, sometimes it makes sense to go back to what we were originally using. Disc. And with this Pioneer Blu-ray drive, you can hook it up to your computer and watch whatever movie you like. Now, I will say, this thing is capable of reading 4K, Blu-ray, Ultra HD movies, but thanks to Big Movie in Hollywood and whoever else doesn't want us watching those things on our computers, it won't read them. So regular 1080p Blu-rays were good to go as long as you have the correct software, but 4K, UHD, Blu-ray disc, unfortunately, the firmware on this prevents the drive and computer from reading the disc correctly. So even though I am saying this particular drive is our sponsor, I'll just say Blu-ray drives in general. Go buy one, because in the future, you're going to wish you had one. All right, so at this point, I'm pretty sure people have heard that RCS is now active in iOS 18 Developer Beta 2, I believe. So there's always questions about, well, what exactly is RCS, and how is this going to be, how is it going to benefit me? And my personal opinion is that Apple has done a good job of insulating their customer base to think that everything that isn't made directly by them is inferior. And this isn't a video to talk about the pros and cons or really to compare iOS to RCS. However, RCS is better than SMS, and for years, Apple has decided to not adopt RCS. Meanwhile, Google has, and I've said it in past videos, I don't directly blame Apple because it took Google forever to finally decide to adopt something that made sense, and then took more time for them to just say, hey, we're going to turn it on regardless of what the carriers are doing. So kudos to Google, and I say Google because this is a Pixel 4. And what I wanted to do in this little demonstration is show what RCS does. So we have two iPhones. This is an iPhone 15. This is an iPhone SE second generation. And then this is, as I said before, a Pixel 4. So I'm going to demonstrate first sending messages between these two devices. And what I am going to do, and I don't know why I emphasized it like that, is I'm going to do what most people probably aren't going to do, which is turn off iMessage and then just send messages directly back and forth between these two devices using RCS. So let me go ahead and get this stuff set up real quick. All right, so I apologize for the glare. I guess I could turn on light mode, but I'm not going to do that. So here it is. Right now we have these two devices, and you can see up here, originally I was sending some iMessages between this phone and this phone, but I have since turned iMessage off. And what we see down here, and I'm sorry again for the glare, is it says text message RCS, and over here it also says text message RCS. So I can just start typing over here and send that. And there we go. And we can see over here that we have read receipts. If I can get it to focus, yes. And over here, read receipts are turned on. Now, what I didn't see happen, and let's see if it happens this time, I'm gonna start typing on the iPhone SE, and there we go. Now we have the little typing indicators. And if I send that, then boom, now we have that. So essentially, I hate when people say it's iMessage for Android. It's really just another messaging standard. Okay, so what I want to do, and let's see if this works. So in fact, let me do this. Let me come back here, and that, tap that, photos. All right, cool. So we have a couple of videos here, and I'm going to go ahead and select this one that's 2 minutes long. I think that's me ranting about something. We get the typing indicator just for me selecting that I'm about to send a video, and then I send it. And let's see how that ends up looking. So still thinking.
Now, while this is happening, I will say another benefit of this as opposed to SMS is I can send videos like this through Wi-Fi or through cellular data. Right now, I do have SIM cards in both of these devices, and I will say that might be a downgrade from iMessage, where with iMessage, you just need an Apple ID. With RCS, you need a phone number. I was hoping at some point, and obviously I see now why it couldn't happen, but I was hoping maybe at some point Google would allow you just to use your Google account. That might be a good or bad thing, so I'm not really sure. But all that to say, boom, now we got a video that's come through, and it doesn't look like a piece of trash. Hey, real quick, and I don't think I said it like this, but when it comes to the activation lock, okay, and that's me just complaining about a bunch of stuff. Now, I'm going to remove this one out of the equation, and now I'm going to bring in this Pixel 4. All right, now, here we have these two devices. Essentially, it's the same experience as what we just saw before. So this is an iPhone, iMessage is turned off, but RCS is turned on. This is a Google Pixel 4, RCS is turned on, iMessage is not a factor. So if I start typing over here, boom, we now have typing indicators. I can send that. And I'm gonna start typing over here. We have typing indicators over there. All right, now the last thing we're gonna test out here is sending a video. So there's that same 2-minute and some change video that I sent to this device from this other little guy over here. And let's see what happens. It's thinking, we can see the little progress bar. Let's keep it awake. Let's see. And slowly. Now, one thing I was talking about while this is happening is RCS is interesting. Okay. Now, this may not work because as you can see right here, it went back to text message SMS. This phone only has a data only plan. So calls and text messages are not a part of my plan. However, sometimes when using RCS, I'm able to still send text messages. I'm still able to send videos like I did in this situation. Let's see if it plays. Hey, real quick, and I don't think I said it like this, but yep, so it plays. So hopefully I can get this cut down to less than 10 minutes. And all that to say, it's nice to see that Apple was finally forced to do something. And hopefully the green bubble divide won't be a problem the way that it once was. Yes, the bubbles are still green. Apple did that on purpose. They easily could have said, you know what? Let's change the color to something else when RCS is actually active. But here, they've decided to continue using green, but it works. All right. So that's that. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment section.